Hello, welcome to
Are
Funko
we
Illuminati. We are live once again. We got Quickdraw, Andrew, Vince, and Mitch. LBD is currently enjoying his siesta. He will eventually probably pop up. Who knows?
Oh, you forgot to play the intro music.
I can't. Remember, I'm not paying 66 Canadian for it.
No, the other one that you played backstage.
Oh, the let me entertain you. Yeah, sure. And watch the copyrights just like come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I ain't that stupid, but I've done enough dumb things in my life that speak otherwise. So yeah, we're not gonna go there.
Yeah, Vern.
So how's everyone? Alive and well, kicking, screaming?
Oh yeah.
Alive. We'll just go there.
All good.
Alive, but not the well part.
Yeah, or kicking.
It could be worse.
Yes, it
Yeah.
could have cancer.
Yeah. I guess that's one way of looking at it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You could be a 49ers or a Bears fan, you know what I'm saying.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Those
Yeah, I don't
guys
think
really
we can get
took,
any worse.
Keister.
What, Vince?
I don't think it can get any worse right now.
Buddy, I'm telling you. We
Yeah,
lost
Mark.
in overtime.
Bro, why
Yep,
did
you did.
we started someone that shouldn't have started as our quarterback that hasn't played in 3 years instead of Josh Dobbs?
Sounds like
Yeah.
personal pain.
Yeah. He didn't
No
catch that
clue what
ball
you're saying,
right.
but I'm
I
sure.
wanted to go. I wanted to run and slap the coach with this.
Seriously.
What the hell is that?
Looks like a summer sausage.
Oh,
I'm really hoping it is.
So,
Ooh, yeah. Ooh. I had a feeling.
Yeah.
Okay,
What are you
all
doing
right,
with that?
That was
You got cheese and crackers over there?
Is this where he pulls out his charcuterie board?
Yeah.
no. It's
All
more
right.
if I happen to go to a 49er game this year, I'm launching it at the coach.
Great. So when you end up needing bail money, do we start a GoFundMe or do we just do a live stream while you're getting your arraignment?
Yeah, I mean,
no.
do it. I'll try to
No, we
go
sell
live.
sausages.
Maybe I can get some super chats for the bail.
Yeah,
Do
right.
you realize super chats don't go through until I get $100 on the account, which is like once every year. So you're gonna be there for a while, buddy.
And then they take money. Yeah, and then they take money out of it, so we're not getting the full switch yet.
Yeah. So if I were you, I'd get real comfortable, make some friends.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like a Boy Scout, and I'm gonna sell summer sausages for money to get you out, buddy. That's what I'm gonna do.
I'll find them when I get out if they
Here.
keep them.
Charity.
We used to sell those things in we had to sell that stuff for band.
Summer sausage?
Yep.
The Hickory Farms boxes
Yeah,
and stuff.
Yep.
We sold chocolate and candy, and but
We did that too.
I don't
We sold
think I
about
ever
everything there was.
did.
When I worked at Pizza, one of my boss, her grandkid was selling this like bake like stuff you had to actually bake yourself, but you could buy like cases of stuff. And for the longest time, I had like a case of mini pies, not because I liked the pies, but because it was like, well, what do you have? Like, what was the cheapest thing to get? Because I wanted to help out, but I didn't want anything from it. So for like a year, I had all these like bunch of mini lemon meringue pies and cherry pies.
That sounds good. I like the Joe Corby stuff.
I don't know what
I've
that
never
is.
had it.
Never.
Either.
It's like little pizza kits.
Oh,
See
yeah.
that I would have liked. That would have been cool. I could live with that. That I'd use that. But I mean, there's only so many mini lemon pies you can eat in a lifetime.
Yeah, we sold. We did wrapping paper, and I mean, God, there was all
we had
kinds
that.
of crap that we sold.
Yeah, I remember that in like elementary school. They give you this big sheet, and, and like whatever you sell, like goes up in the prizes you can get.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
If
absolutely.
you honestly think about it, you're selling like thousands and thousands of dollars worth of candy for like $150 bike or something like something crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, Kenneth.
Yep. Okay.
You know what the funny part too? The kid that always won in our school was the one where they had the dad that worked at like the GM factory, because his father would just like take the sheet in, put it in the lunchroom, come back and change the sheet out with another fresh sheet, and then just collect the money. It's like, yeah, okay,
Yep.
like you said, when you at least you know you guys had cool prizes. I think our prizes were stupid things like gift cards and movie passes.
Ours were like Magic Mountain passes, Disneyland, Six Flags, a bike,
No.
a telescope, like.
Yeah, I never made it that high. I always got like the yo-yo and maybe a Matchbox car.
Right.
Yep. If that. A free pencil.
Hey, you guys, I never did it. It was like, why am I doing this? Well, don't you want to compete? No, because for the time that I could be doing this, I could be doing other things that I want to do.
They were
Hey, Mama J.
For
I
us,
never
it
had to do it at all.
it was like money for like a trip or field trip, or it was some nonsense that I think was a lie, because they already had this field trip scheduled at the beginning of the year. So.
Oh yeah.
I just handed the stuff to my mommy and she took care of it.
Yeah, seriously.
You didn't ask no questions.
Sell this.
Nope. I'm like, here you go.
Yeah. We
And
basically worked to win my sister homecoming queen for selling the most stuff one year.
Hey, I think we can all share. We can all share a memory though. Scholastic Book Fair.
Oh my!
I worked for them.
You worked for them?
Mm-hmm.
I was always the poor kid, so I went in there and everybody was buying books. I was like, "Screw you! I want the book."
I don't need to read. I'm fine. I'm okay. Are you crying? No, you're crying.
Jeez.
Hey, obsessed with horror.
I used to work for them, and I used to steal a bunch of books and stuff. I might still have some, dude. I had the whole set of the Harry Potter books.
Stolen for Scholastic?
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, every round.
What kind of criminal are you?
The boss will be like, dude, if you want anything, just take it. And I'm like, all right.
He's like, let me back up my car.
Well, he started doing it because the company wouldn't give us Christmas bonuses. So he's like,
so here's the question, quick.
Let's grab some stuff.
Did you ever read the books by chance?
Yeah. I still got
at
some.
least it's still for a good cause, I guess.
Yeah, they still have Scholastic book fairs. My niece had one.
Yeah, they do.
I just stopped working for them because the branch I was in closed down.
I actually, it's funny that I kind of come in at this point because my godmother was actually one of the big she worked high up in the Scholastic company itself. And so sometimes I even used to get some of their stuff early because she used to bring it to me and stuff. So it used to be pretty cool. Yeah.
Bless your heart.
Actually, since I got a bunch of people here, and there's some people here that I do send cards out to. Hey guys, so everyone, just let you know, I will be sending Christmas cards out. However, I'm hoping they'll get there on time because Canada Post here in Canada is on strike. So might be selecting one of these lovely 6 panelists, sending them a bunch of sending them all the cards at once, like as one bulk order, and then have them to drop it off at an American postal service. Literally take it from one spot to the next. Well, I have no other choice. It's either that or I drive to Buffalo for the hour and drop it in a mailbox.
Or just look at everybody and go, hey, Merry Christmas.
Bruh, just send them to me. Just send them to me because I have to go to the post office anyway to pick up everything. I can just get them, turn around, and throw them back in the box.
Yeah, seriously.
Talking about sending stuff, I completely forgot. You told me to be on the lookout for something in my email, and I haven't even bothered to look.
Oh crap! Yeah, actually, I haven't sent that out yet.
Okay, because my email's been like packed with a bunch of other stuff, and I haven't been paying attention. Plus, what we talked about yesterday, it was like spent like 2 hours on that.
No, I've been completely stressed over something I was supposed to send out. I spent 2 hours today and then another half an hour on my lunch break. Finally got it taken care of.
Cool.
Jeez.
Well, because the post office here is on strike, as I've mentioned, and so the UPS store is like, I went on my lunch break and there was like 30 people in there, and
Yeah,
like
probably.
2 guys, and obviously one clearly did not know what he was doing.
Yeah.
They call it training.
Well,
They should
It's
just they
funny,
should
they
just had
always, they always let me cut line at my post office. They're always like, "Hey, Mitch, you're here to pick your stuff up?" I was like, "Yeah, but I got something going out today." It's like, "All right, just give it to me." And there's literally like 7 people in front of me.
So why didn't you just go to the loading dock, back your truck up, and they could just put it in the back and call it a day?
Yeah, I mean, it was just one thing. I just had one thing.
Yeah,
come in
no, but we're
today.
talking about when you have like multiple things in there. Like I'm sure there's like
yeah. Oh, they
it's like
put
this
the cart
part.
together. They literally put one of those big rolly cart things. Looks like a
I know
Like
the
a-
ones you're talking about.
the big metal cart. They literally just
Yep.
roll it out the side door.
I
There you go.
literally, I only go to the post office or the UPS store if I have to. If not, I could do it from my house. Like UPS guy, he's always at my work every day, so I see him driving around. I could give it to him. Mail, yeah, nah. So
Yeah. If I was
I
here all
free
the time, it'd be different, but I'm not. I'm at work most of the time. They leave shit on my porch, and I've gotten stuff stolen before, so I got a PO box.
see, I honestly, I don't. I mean, I wouldn't put it past it, but where I live, I don't know. Porch pirates are. I mean, they're everywhere in LA, but I don't. I feel like if they were on foot, it's a far walk to wherever they're going, and if they're not, they,
Nah.
Well,
There-
also, if to get to your place, it's like a 90-degree angle walk up the side of a mountain. So I mean, it's a lot of work for a pair of socks. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying
Right.
they don't even bother going to the houses. They just take it right off the train.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Factual information.
like desperados.
I wonder if they got that problem fixed.
well, I
What?
used to know someone that they got a train once, but someone told them what was on the train and which one to hit, and they were driving alongside of it while it was, and they were throwing boxes out, and then they drove back and picked them up.
No, I just think it was like last year. I saw videos of just trash all over the railway of people
Yeah,
going
I
on
know
the
what you're talking
trains
about.
and
I
taking
remember
stuff.
Oh yeah, I remember that video.
Yeah.
Oh, I got something new actually. I got myself a new shaker.
Oh, nice. Assassin's Creed.
That's
Mhm.
cool.
Hey,
The
Hey,
whatchamacallit,
hey, John,
the
how's it going, buddy?
flavor. The flavor is supposed to be sangria. I haven't tried it yet.
Sangria.
Yeah,
Okay.
my brother told me to let him know how awful it tastes if it tastes awful.
What's going on, FPP?
Hey.
Oh, by the way, your package went out today.
Oh, you sent a package out to FPP?
He bought some stuff off of my live stream.
Ah,
Nice.
Nice.
Cool.
Congratulations.
Did you?
you know,
did
it's
you make sure
funny.
to
I have my whatnot I think turned off. Even my I think my stuff is like on vacation mode still, and I forgot to completely. I always forget to turn it back on.
You gotta check it because I think they booted everybody off and make everybody sign up again.
Yeah, I'll
Mine-
check it. And if anything, I'll just hit them up again. I never did anything to get booted off anyway, so I'm sure I'll be okay.
No, I
Yeah,
think
mine's
after
still
that-
good. I can still sell.
Oh, you can still sell. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
able to sell on it, and then when I would try to get back onto it, it wouldn't let me sell anything anymore. I had to sign back up again.
I'm good.
That's weird.
I don't. You see, my problem. I like at least here in Canada selling for Whatnot, because anything you sell on Whatnot in Canada, they charge American pricing, so therefore I make extra cash on for whatever they take off the top. I'm getting back at least through the exchange rate. My
Yeah.
major problem is the fact that you have to have everything out in 2 days.
I thought it was 3 days.
So
Yep.
no, here it's 2
Ooh.
business days.
Yeah, it's 2
So-
business days.
Oh,
yeah,
it is
so when
okay. Man, it's been so long.
So when I finished, remember one of the big ones I did, I sold like 60
Yeah.
items,
Yeah.
and I didn't think about that. I was like, okay, genius, you put up 200 items, you sold 60. That's pretty good. They're larger value stuff. And then in the back of my head, I'm going, wait, if I have to get these out in 2 days, that means I need to get them out by tomorrow at least because of, whatever. And so I spent another hour and a half packing everything up, then having to call Canada Post to come to pick the stuff up the next day. And between all of us here, you've been to my place, LBD. You tried carrying something like 40 boxes down a flight of stairs.
Yeah, well, you've seen me, and imagine packing 130 items.
Yeah.
And and then carrying it, period.
Well, so it says the average ship time for sellers on Whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
What does yours say, LBD?
Oh,
hey Nadia.
I don't know if that was implemented when I was
Nadia.
selling. Honestly, let's see.
Happy belated birthday, Nadia.
Where does it say that?
Let me see. It should say it next to your name.
Just look
I
up
just
his
know
name.
that it's
Yeah, why don't you just look it up? I don't think it shows me, honestly.
yeah.
Because I'm looking at it and I don't see none of that. You know what? Now that I'm here, because I opened it, let me take off the vacation mode.
There's a line through it. It doesn't have a ship time for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that must have came around like after the fact.
It does say you have sold 581 items.
Yeah, I've sold a lot. I used to do at least 100 items a show, sometimes more. That's why.
I've thought about doing it again. It's just the major problem is just packing everything and getting it out on time and all that. Now the trick is though, the clock doesn't start if it's a weekend. They don't consider the weekend part of the 2 days. So if you're smart, you do it on a Friday.
Yep.
Yeah, the problem with that is considering it's Friday, you'll have more people selling on that day it's a whole thing.
Oh, I'm painfully aware of it, but I mean, considering the fact of I don't drive and I have a bunch of boxes, so my choices are fairly limited. Although right now, I mean, now I don't know what Whatnot's doing with the Canadian Postal strike, because that's another problem too. Because are they sitting there telling people like, "Oh yeah, you'll get your stuff once the strike is done"?
Yeah.
which means your money's going to be held in escrow until it gets shipped out.
Here, I'll find out right now. I'm gonna call someone.
Are you serious?
My friend that works for Whatnot. What happens?
Hey, the Canadians are on strike. All Canadian auctions are halted. Okay.
I do need to get a hold of somebody at Whatnot. I got a question to ask.
Because when you should probably just ask it now.
I noticed when I went to ship out the packages, you have to put the box dimensions and all that, and put the weight down. But they only let you put they only let you put 1 pound. They won't let you put any ounces after it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You round up. You round up or you round down.
It's just a basic poundage.
Yeah, because that's what I did with mine. Because I had a few in there. It's like I'll round up. You're never gonna get crap for being rounded up. Just that would be that's my deal. Oh, glad you had a good birthday weekend there, Nadia. But yeah, that's what I would do. But
I just checked my verification. It says you're a verified buyer still, apparently.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh no, buyer. That's buyer. I didn't see the seller thing. I had to check the seller part.
Well, just pretend you're setting up a seller. You're setting up to be a seller.
I'll do that after. I don't got to do it now.
Yeah.
We gotta make it a Whatnot segment.
Right.
Anybody else get anything in past week?
Christmas stuff.
Yeah. I got something I'm gonna show next week. Because I want to wait until some of you guys get some of your Secret Santa stuff in, so we can try to do a bunch of them in. Yeah, I won't say who it is, but my Secret Santa scared the shit out of me because I wasn't expecting anything. So the box that showed up was through Amazon, and I kept looking at it going, okay, I got like 20 orders on Amazon. What's in this box?
I still got to wrap. I still got to wrap mine and send it out.
Okay, I am back.
Me too.
So, did he pick up?
Put it in a box yet.
All right, there. Now I can hear you. So basically, he said that you should have an email if you're a Canadian seller that
Yeah.
says you won't get a ding, but you just have to make sure you sell it as soon as the strike is up.
Okay.
So basically, everything is just pending. If like say, because if I buy something from you, it'll say something on like
Yeah.
and it's just pending, and then you have to have it shipped when the strike's over.
Okay. So the same thing they're doing at my work with product. It's like, yeah, just return it when the strike's done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy
I still-
birthday, Nadia.
Yeah, happy belated.
Happy birthday.
It was
I just don't
yesterday,
want to
think.
do that.
Yeah.
I know. I'll sell my entire collection that way. I'll have it all boxed up, and then when the strike's done, I'll just rent a U-Haul and just.
Oh,
You'll rent a U-Haul and move.
well,
Considering
a
how much
Funko.
stuff I have, it would be a fairly large U-Haul, and I would have to have some very good friends with really good knees to go up and down those stairs.
I guess
Most of the panels counted out on that one.
I guess
Yeah.
John over there has got to drive over the border to get his stuff
Well,
because
Uh,
where you
Yeah.
have to send it, it's in the U.S. still.
man,
some
I would.
people do that.
I would seriously pay for gas there and back if I knew somebody who was willing to go like to Buffalo or even to Detroit. Detroit's a little too far, but I'd even pay for the gas for that.
Yeah.
Just because this whole thing is just BS is what it is. But there's nothing I can do about it.
No.
You know, free health care and no way of sending stuff. Sounds amazing.
I don't get my medication delivered by Canada Post, so I'm good, okay? I need my insulin. Sorry, we're on strike. You're gonna have to figure it out for yourself.
Yeah. Sorry.
Well, I got something in the mail the other day.
Oh, what's that?
You might
Oh.
remember this, but I got this guy.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
It's called Air Sickness. The figure didn't come with it. I just have him in there. I don't have the figure for it, but this thing's
Oh.
pretty neat. I had this as a kid, and it all comes apart and everything, and they're like their own
What is it from?
Ghostbusters.
But who
Yeah.
drives it? Like, what's the figure that comes with it?
It kind of looks like this guy almost, but the engine comes off, and then this comes off and turns into its own little thing.
Yeah, it was like the third wave of Ghostbuster stuff before they
The haunted vehicle
Yeah.
sets.
Yeah.
We got another little thing, and then
Oh, but it's supposed to be like a ghost that rides it.
Yeah.
I thought it was one of the Ghostbusters that rode it.
Yeah, that's what I
there's
was.
a little ghost.
Right.
I got more things coming. I went
Yeah.
ham on somebody's stream
What's up, Luau?
and started buying a bunch of
What's up, Andrew? What's going on, bud?
stuff.
Hey, Andrew.
I might even have duplicates of stuff, so I put the side for you, Sean. I know you said
Speaking of which, I gotta go to
you
storage
needed
and see if I find your stuff.
that you needed some stuff.
Come in.
I think I can do your Ghostbuster stuff there, buddy. Hey, quick. I think I can outdo your Ghostbuster stuff right there. See, what you need is one of these.
Nah. I never had one as a kid, so I don't need it.
No one did.
But you know, man, I still have this guy over here. This thing.
Good.
Jesus
Good.
Christ.
Wee,
No,
look
I've
at
actually never put this. I've only put this thing on once.
look at Winston having so much fun on this
He's
fire
having
pole.
so much fun.
Hey, how much does that weigh, Sean?
On this fire pole.
You know what? To be honest with you, since I'd say about 30 pounds, give or take.
So how long can you wear it straight?
You could probably wear it more now.
Yeah. Actually, I probably could wear it for about an hour, maybe two tops. Before I'd
That's
start
what you
feeling
should do. You should just wear that, go up and down your steps.
What are Blitz Way figures?
Right.
Sean?
Hey.
Hey,
I bet
Sean.
you-
Yeah. What?
What are Blitzway figures? Luau's Andrew's
Oh.
talking about it.
Oh, okay. So you
Oh,
remember
yeah.
the giant? Hold on a second. Let me just put this down first because it does not sit in the lap gently. It actually.
By the way,
like,
quick draw. If he was to go up and down the steps with that thing, he might go through the floor. Okay.
It's
an old
good
building.
exercise.
The Blitzway figures are okay. So remember the giant Ecto 1 that I got?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
They came out with action figures that fit inside the car. The problem is
Oh,
they're like
yeah.
$300 to $400 a piece per figure,
Ah,
and of course there's
gotcha.
four.
Yeah,
that's what he's
Chump
talking about. Then
change for you, ain't it?
Yeah.
I like the Mondo figures of the real Ghostbusters. I thought they were really cool, but they're expensive as hell too.
You know what, Luau? I legitimately thought about getting those figures and just buying one figure every bonus for my paycheck, but I have other things I need to pay for first before I decide to do that. Not to mention if I got them. That Ecto 1 is currently sitting on my dresser, and there is no room for figure anything else on it.
You just put it inside the car.
Put it stick inside.
Yeah, it's where it belongs.
I could.
Have
There you
Winston hanging out the window and everything with his arm up, the gangster lean.
And a
Yeah.
cigarette.
And the other figure can go on the seat that pulls out.
Yeah.
Well, how's it? By the way, back to the proton pack. I do an hour on the treadmill. I do about 3 miles. So maybe if the YMCA lets me, I'll throw that sucker on and go on the treadmill and see how far we go.
And we need video.
I could imagine
I was
walking
gonna
in
say I
and
set
seeing
up a
that.
tripod.
Yeah, we need video.
That'd make a great
Oh.
short.
You gotta get yourself.
It would,
Just treadmill.
yeah, but Andrew, it would be a short because I think I could probably do a hot 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes before until you start noticing I'm slowly falling back and realizing
Andrew,
it's speeding back up again.
Andrew, any video of Sean is a short, buddy. Come on, it's too easy.
Well, I mean, you got a point there.
LBD, have I ever made fun of you?
All the time.
Okay, good. Just wanted to make sure. Oh, wow. You know, it's funny that thing, just moving it like that, like just lifting it with one arm. Yeah, I think maybe an hour might be pushing it. I probably could do an hour carrying that. Because don't forget, eventually, I'm gonna have, obviously I have that. I'm gonna have the trap, which apparently the trap is about 5 pounds. The BKA meter, which is about 1 pound. The goggles, another ½ pound. You know,
Well,
and then
keep it up, and you'll be able to do it by the end of next year.
Maybe. My main concern, honestly, if I decide to go and do cosplay like at a convention, I either want to have a hotel room because I do not want to do one of those things where, well, you've been on the GO train. I don't want to carry that crap on the GO train and carry it back home.
I got you. It makes sense.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I wouldn't
Yeah.
either. Also,
The other thing too
remember I told you somebody was up there, like by where you said Mississauga or something like that, or whatever.
Yeah.
They're not a fan of that festival that we saw.
Oh, really?
They said it gets real ratchet.
It does. It does very, very. He's for the record, guys. He's talking about Carnival, the big giant festival they have in Toronto. That's it's unique. I think it'd be more Mitch's crowd. I could see him getting a lot of
crowd.
Pardon?
Wow.
A lot of girls in tight bikinis.
Ooh la la.
Why would that only be Mitch's crowd?
Seriously.
Anyone else here likes girls?
Yeah.
Well,
I believe so.
Well, I don't know how your girlfriend would like you giving side.
yeah, I was gonna say like you might get something thrown at you.
But you know, every guy likes girls. I hope in this room.
Yeah, as far as we know.
I'm not assuming anything. You work in West Hollywood, dude. I'm not gonna guess.
Oh, ouch, ouch, ouch.
I mean, you've got a girlfriend. LBD's got a kid.
What?
Drew's married. I'm sure Quickie likes girls too. So
yeah,
well, I just
yeah.
figured Vince works in West Hollywood, so I'm not going to assume anything. You know.
Hey, I got a couple things.
He's Vince on weekdays and Vicina on weekends.
So I got this.
Oh, I thought it was a
nice.
Technodrome for a second.
nice.
Finally came in.
No, Technodrome.
The turbo party wagon.
I'm trying to remember if Macho had that one. Here's the thing. Macho's the kid that got everything, man. He had the Millennium Falcon. He had
Oh, when the Turtle Band came out, it was only like $17 or $15.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. And then I got some Ross pickups.
Ooh.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Well, those are the ones I showed you one time. Are those the keychains or something?
No, these are chibis.
What are they? Oh, Chibi.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got those.
Yeah, that's what it is. I've seen them before, yeah, but I think I sent them to you one time.
Nice.
Nice.
We got this.
I think I had that one.
Is that the repro one?
Yeah, they're from all this is from Ross. And then I got this.
Nice.
Oh wow. Oh, nice.
Oh, you
And you got
weren't
that
there,
completely-
Vince.
Huh?
You got that completely on your own, right?
Mitch got
No
it
help?
for me. Mitch.
No, you got it completely on your own with no help, right?
No, Mitch got it for me.
Speaking of those things, they're showing up at Hot Topic. There's a Hot Topic by me that got one, and it looks like some of the. I'm wondering if they'll get chases because they would say one per or something like that. They're doing. I think there's one per. I think they're doing them one per.
Beetlejuice is exclusively through Hot Topic. It's a Hot Topic exclusive.
Yeah.
Okay, well, they're saying one per for those apparently on the announcements.
Well,
at least the ones by me.
Yeah, there's a chase version of it.
They probably got it to chase then.
Chase is Shredder.
No, I'm
We're
talking about
Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice.
Oh yeah, that's all I got. I think.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm still waiting on my Thrill Joys. There's tracking on them, but it doesn't look like they've moved. So, well, they have moved, but it's just like the last thing on UPS was the 21st.
yeah.
So they're supposed to be. It says expected Wednesday. So we'll see.
Actually, you got me wondering now. I got something coming in stateside.
Oh, I
from,
also got the Dark Leo pop from Ross.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Yeah, it looks like my package that Fox sent out looks like it's going to be stuck at Jamaica Plains until they decide to take stuff back into Canada. So anybody want to go to Jamaica Plains, New York, pick it up for me and just drive it down here? I'd appreciate it. I'll give you a bottle of homemade
LBD's
maple syrup
closest.
and honey.
Wait, did you say honey?
Yeah, I have like a couple jars of homemade honey.
Oh, I might. That sounds good.
Somebody change your tune real quick.
Why do I see him doing his best Winnie the Pooh? Oh, I do like honey.
That's not bad. Kind of like me too, anyway. So there you go.
Yeah, there you are. Yeah.
Dude, I ordered this stuff the other day from. It's actually hot honey.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, it is so good.
Okay, we're
You
talking
can
about
put it on
this, right?
anything.
You know what? Because I
Okay,
know they don't
all right.
watch the live stream, I should tell you. Everyone on the panel here knows the story. So my cousin where I get the honey from, his wife was making honey with what's that stuff?
CBD.
CBD. Thank you. I couldn't think of the last letter.
Oh yeah.
So she was mixing it with honey, and she was doing two. This was for a Christmas gift. There was honey with CBD and honey without, and she had some on her finger, and for a second she thought it was honey and didn't pay attention and got like, I don't know how many doses, but enough that halfway through her making her Christmas gift, she was very relaxed and happy and jovial.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I bet she was seeing in like 7 dimensions for sure.
Now with CBD, you won't.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
No.
it's CBD, man.
Yeah, CBD is
Yeah,
you're not gonna.
No, she was just relaxed. She was just
Yeah,
really
you're
mellow.
not gonna
Yeah.
hallucinate or trip out off CBD.
Nah, you're just gonna
Yeah.
chill.
You could drink the whole bottle; you'll be good.
Yeah.
She was, sitting in a beanbag chair listening to Jefferson Airplane.
I would have put, I would have just put Baby Shark on repeat and called it a day, walked away.
That was my favorite thing out of the last Umbrella Academy season. Buddy's got the friggin' van, and because of a CD got stuck, and all it keeps playing
Oh,
is Baby
yeah.
Shark.
Yeah. That was rough.
I completely forgot about it till that scene because it's been
Yeah.
a minute. Like, it's kind of died down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're driving from like someplace on the West Coast to New York City, and you just see the scenery change, but you can still hear the song playing.
Definitely.
Oh, that's where you get out and hitchhike. Oh, man. So, needle pulling thread. Anybody do any of the Amazon Black Friday days? That was the only thing good about that season. I agree with you, Luau. That season sucked.
Nope. Sure did.
Yeah, we all were kind of in agreement. At least the people who watched it are in agreement that was probably the worst season of all. And let's be honest, it was on a downturn as it was.
Well, the funny part
Yeah,
is they filmed that entire season out by the Hamilton airport, like on some of the old country roads out there. So they didn't even have to pay for like permits or anything. They just would just go out and film.
And you would think that would have made it better because it probably was not as much. They had to go into the budget.
I don't know. This is the last season for the boys, so I'm kind of curious how that's going to turn out.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're doing that prequel thing.
Yeah, they're doing the prequel, plus they have Generation V.
Then Gen V is going to come back out.
Which they're gonna have to completely write the whole character out.
Well, it won't be that hard because remember they all disappeared at the end of the year, so they could easily just say they'll do the same thing that they did to the other characters. He's on a secret mission. Wink, wink.
Right.
Remember with Translucent, he's doing a secret mission and may not be back for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Translucent is he's little chunks in a bag right now.
Jeez.
Well, I know they were filming Twisted Metal here about 3 weeks ago on Burlington Street because they had the whole street blocked off.
Jesus Christ, they're just finishing that? Yeah, I thought they would have been done with that.
Who knows? I just know they were doing you know where all the industrial factories are when you were down here, like down by the waterfront, they were down there filming. So
here's my thing about the Twisted Metal show. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a fun time. It was like I could turn my brain off and just watch it. It's fun.
Oh yeah. I like the fact that Sweet Tooth was a character that, even though he's supposed to be scary and menacing and basically a psychotic murdering clown, which I mean we've never seen before done in media before.
No.
He was actually a character I could literally watch an entire series just based around him.
Yeah.
Oh, you said Sweet Tooth, and I thought of Sweet Tooth on Amazon or whatever.
Oh no.
He's a murdering clown. What?
Yeah, I'm talking Sweet Tooth from
The
Twisted
Deer
Metal.
Boy.
No, not. Yeah.
That was a good show
Not
too.
Deer Boy.
You know something? That was the
It
first game I played on the PlayStation 2. I didn't own one at the time, and I had one of my mom's friend's son. He was a little bit older than me, and he had a PS2, and that's the first game I got to play.
I remember playing.
It's a great game.
Mine was
You play
Papa
what?
the Rapper.
I remember playing on PS1.
Oh my, that game.
Twisted Metal, the first one.
Papa
Andrew's
the
like, I
Rapper.
remember Papa the Rapper.
Oh
I
yeah.
said, Chomp.
I do.
Chomp.
It was on a demo disc that I had. Remember demo discs? They don't do that
Oh,
anymore.
yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah.
I think I still got one floating around somewhere.
Best demo
Game
disc I ever
Shark
had.
demo disc.
It had a game on it called Sled Storm, and it had Rob Zombie's Dracula as the only song for that game. And I must have played it 1,000 times just because at the time I couldn't afford the CD and I wanted to hear the song.
That's funny.
Remember too when you would buy a PlayStation game that some of the games actually had the song like tracks to the like music tracks that you could actually play on a music CD
in your car and you play the soundtrack usually.
Yeah. I forgot about that.
The Mortal
but
Kombat was the first one. The first one I ever knew about because you could play Mortal Kombat, like the first Mortal Kombat on the actual PlayStation 1, and if you put it in, it was the whole Mortal Kombat soundtrack.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Interesting.
God.
Mhm.
Nowadays, you good luck trying to find a soundtrack. Well, I mean, thanks to Spotify, it's pretty easy to find anything. But back in the day, good luck trying to find a soundtrack for anything, video game wise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Two of the best soundtracks that ever came out:
I don't
Killer
know.
Instinct and Mortal Kombat.
I love Killer Instinct. I love Killer Instinct.
Combo breaker.
It was a great
Yeah,
game.
I was an arcade kid, man. I played every fighter. I played
Oh, me too.
Mortal Kombat.
I went to the arcade all the time. Like, and sadly, around the time I was growing up, like the tail end is when the arcades were dying. Like at the tail end of it, like when I actually was going.
It's gone now, but there was a place called Fun City in Toronto downtown. Where you remember where we were at that little place that looked like Times Square?
Yeah,
Back then, it used to be like a bunch of buildings, and there was a place called Fun City, and it was a three-story arcade, and it had everything in there, man. It even had the
We had a
eight-player.
similar place.
Well, no, it had
We
the
have Fun City here.
8-player X-Men game. Remember
Oh, wow.
remember the side scroller?
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it had because the 8-player was the rarest one, and you could always go there, and there was always at least enough people to play to cover the whole thing.
The biggest
was that?
one that we, huh?
What was that for? Was that for Super Nintendo?
No,
Or
it never
Sega?
got released. It never got released on anything. It got released on computer, but it was X-Men: Children of the Atom.
Oh,
Because the voice for Wolverine was an Australian.
Wait, I think I've seen that
Oh, wow.
before.
the biggest arcade game that we had, like similar to that, like fighting and stuff like that.
Mhm.
I can't remember how many players it was, but it was pretty big. I remember there was quite a few. It was the WWF one.
Oh yeah,
I know the one. I know the one you're talking about.
the arcade one.
Huh?
Was it like an arcade version? Like they would shoot souls and pull
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
Yeah. Because I knew Razor Ramon's 20-hit combo because it was so easy. It was because there were exactly 4 buttons, and all you had to do was hit each one 3 times in a clockwise once your combo meter was full. So you just go over.
I always use Undertaker or it's Undertaker and Lex Luger because Lex Luger was cheesy as hell.
That game was released onto PlayStation.
Oh, really?
And Sega Saturn.
Oh.
The X-Men:
wow.
Children of the Atom. Yeah, we released to
Huh.
PlayStation in '98, and on Sega Saturn in '95.
Jeez.
When did it originally
Sega.
come out?
Like 2001. 1991. Sorry.
Yeah.
Also, it was kind of like a
94.
Oh,
In
really?
'94.
I could have swore it was because I remember seeing it.
It was actually came out in '94 in Japan and in '95 in North America and Europe.
I miss those games. There was also what was the other one? They had the Simpson one and the Turtles in Time there as well.
Yep. I played The
I
Simpsons
love
all the
the
time.
Turtle game.
Do
I
you
used to
remember,
play them.
do you remember
used to
going to
play-
the arcade LBD to play NBA Jam?
No, I played NBA Jam at home at the Super Nintendo. The one I didn't go to arcade to play this, but the Ninja Turtle one, I played it all the time at a bar because there was a bar that had a bunch of arcade games like on the side to the side. It wasn't really a big thing, but like you had all the kids and stuff like that playing arcade games. Like it was like always 3 of us there, and all the dads were like playing pool on the other side by the bar. They had the Simpsons.
I played pinball.
No, we didn't play pinball. There was one pinball machine there, but they had the Simpsons and they had Ninja Turtles, and I played those 2 to death, man. I love that.
There's a grimy bar that I know. It's in the city of Carson where it had the Playboy pinball machine and it had Cruising USA. I think it still to this day probably has them. I just remember
Cruising USA.
Yeah,
that was fun.
That's the one where you sit in the car and you like double
if you
tap the gas pedal and stuff like that.
Yeah, if you hit the gas twice, the car with Willie.
Yeah,
I remember that.
I only remember that game because there used to be
options.
a place where we used to go play Pokemon, and they had it in the corner, and like every 20 minutes you'd hear go cruising and play, and the music would play as loud as it could, and nobody in that room could have a conversation until it was done its little intro. Because you'd be in the middle of like, okay,
That's
so
hilarious.
my Charizard attacks your cruising, and everyone would just stop and wait 30 seconds and then continue playing.
Dude, there's a place down in Orlando that we go to. The place is called Deezerland, but
Go on.
it has like other little things inside of it. But they have like a go-kart, like a high-speed go-kart racetrack in the middle of it. But there's all these other different things in it. It's like in an old mall, but
Mhm.
it turned into this big Deezerland. So
Is you saying Deezer with a D?
yeah,
Yeah.
D-E-Z.
Oh, okay. I'm hearing a G. I'm hearing
Yeah,
a
I
G.
thought you said
I'm hearing.
Deezerland.
But you know, you know what the funny part is?
Deezerland.
I'm hearing the D, and I know for a fact you guys were hearing geezer. But I'm just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I'm
hearing
just
it with
waiting for it.
the too.
I'm like Deezerland, but there's a place called Pinball Palace in there where you can go pay and play unlimited pinball games
Yeah.
for like an hour or whatever.
The
Tony and
biggest
I went
one
down
of
and
the.
did that. Huh?
Oh no, continue. Sorry, I have something to add to that. Go on.
Anyways, so but they have like the Pinball Palace. So we played. Tony and I went down there and did that. We did pinball, and there's an arcade in there. There's just all kinds of cool stuff in that big complex. But as I said, it was like a mall at one point, but it's all now, retrofitted to have there's a putt-putt place in there. There's all kinds of really cool stuff in there.
No, I was gonna say there's actually one I want to go to. It's the largest one in the world, and it's in Vegas. It is the Pinball Museum, and it's like 4 stories, and it's about each story is about the size of a basketball court, and it's just rows and rows of pinball machines, and they're all free play, and you pay, I think it's like a flat rate of $25, and you can play as long as you want.
That's not bad.
And downstairs they have like a little food place, so you can get a burger and a drink or whatever you want. And I've wanted to go there. I want to go there so badly.
I'll be honest, that's probably where they make their
Yeah.
money with the food.
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're also near the strip too, so I mean, there's bound to be somebody who's like, let's be honest, $25 for play as many games as you want. You're not going to find that anywhere else.
You're probably like the 2% of like the people who go to Vegas just for that.
Actually, I'd be the person who'd go for the floor shows. I wouldn't gamble. I don't gamble, so.
Me neither.
Me and my
I
brother.
don't gamble either, but when I go to Vegas, I do a little bit.
And
Yeah,
gamble.
me.
You mean when you can get the car out of the garage, right, and through the gate?
Right.
I try not, like, me and my girlfriend, we don't drive to Vegas.
You fly?
Yeah, it's cheaper than gas in my car to get there.
Yeah. Also,
Yeah,
getting out of Los Angeles is probably a bit of a bearable problem.
Yeah, that place is down by the sign. It's like off the main drag.
Yeah.
But it's down by the Vegas sign that everybody takes their picture by.
Mhm.
It's literally like right across the street from it.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Or right down. Well, it's kind of back off the road, as I said, but it's not far from the sign.
I watched a documentary on it, and there was a guy who was going through, and they have like classic ones, but some and they have some modern ones too.
I like to go into the arcades down at the boardwalk.
Yeah.
We have one arcade here, and it's analog arcade, but it's a bar, so it's like for adults. It's pretty fun in there. They have like the tabletop games where you look down on them.
That man's playing Galaga. He thought nobody would notice.
We still have arcades. You can still find them out here.
Lucky.
We were just talking about tabletop games, talking about Pizza Hut.
Oh yeah.
Today, I think I went to lunch with a buddy of mine and his girlfriend, and we were talking about Pizza Huts, and we always used to go to the Pizza Hut buffet, and they'd always have the tabletop games you could go play.
Yeah. Yep.
Hey, speaking
I
of
used to get yelled at.
Pizza Hut, do you remember if you read a book, you got a coupon for a free personal pizza?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Dude,
I
their
always
pizzas
felt
used to
cheated
be
with that.
so much better than they are now.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they
God,
used to be.
their pan pizzas were some of the best. I mean, they were just that buttery, light,
Mhm.
crispy, buttery crust on them. Oh my God, it was so good.
Hey, with the red cups.
Yep.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I used to
Yeah,
love
absolutely.
Domino's pan pizza and everything.
No, see, for me,
When-
Pizza Hut is just nostalgic because, like, I remember after
Yeah.
Little League, we'd go to the Pizza Hut with the whole team. That same
Yep.
exact
Oh, yeah.
one. There was like a buffet. They had like a salad bar, but they had a pizza buffet.
Oh yeah.
Arcades in the back.
I used to
I
love
do.
going to the Pizza Hut. We used to go to the Pizza Hut right after the arcade, actually, because the best Pizza Hut in Jersey City was right outside the mall where the arcade was.
Mm.
So
Mhm.
it used to make it so easy.
Yeah, there used to be a
Yep.
Pizza Hut literally just right down the road from me. And now it's like a little, they flattened it. Now it's just like a little park or something. There's nothing there, but there's like a little green space.
But supposedly,
All the
Pizza Hut in
all
El
the memories.
Salvador. Huh?
The what?
The Pizza Hut supposedly in El Salvador is like
Mhm.
gourmet and like it's supposedly really good. They talk about the El Salvador's Pizza Hut and their certain places there. It's like gourmet.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's not worth for me to go to El Salvador. I'm just
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
for sure.
that's a long way for a pizza.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying, if you're ever in El Salvador,
Yeah. Next time I'm over there, I'll stop
try
by.
to or Pollo Campero.
Well,
Okay.
let's be honest. Out of everybody here, the only one who might be there anytime soon might be me.
Or me.
I don't know. If they find
It's
some new
just,
relics
yeah,
there,
well-
I think he'll be there before you, LBD.
yeah.
yeah.
You
Probably.
go and get yourself a personal pizza and a machete, huh?
I have a machete.
Machete.
So yeah,
Yeah,
every
machete.
real Salvadorian has a machete in their house. My girlfriend's family, like the most religious person you'll ever meet in your life, they have a machete in their house somewhere.
Yeah, I got one.
We do.
So in the event if your relationship ever ends,
It's
you
right
do it
over
in a
there,
public
too.
place or a police station just for your safety.
Yeah.
He won't make it.
Yeah.
Hey, I got
Machete was
something to
just
tell
at,
you.
wasn't he at Hollywood not too long ago?
Who?
Danny Trejo.
Isn't it?
Oh,
yeah.
Danny Trejo.
He's always out here.
Machete.
Did you not
He's so-
go for any of the stuff they were doing?
Hell no. Oh, for the photos?
Yeah.
I thought about it, but nah.
He still
Yeah.
has his taco stand or whatever.
Oh, there's a bunch of them. There's one inside the Groves. There's a He has a donut shop up the street, and then down
Yeah.
the street there's a taco shop, and then
His businesses do well. Like honestly, they do.
I've
They
been to
do.
the donut shop. They're terrible. They had like one. It was like something. I can't remember the flavor with mango jalapeno.
Vince, I
they
hate to break
they
it.
don't
I
sell-
hate.
They don't sell regular donuts. There's like 6
Yeah.
flavors a day. So like you can't go there and just get like a
Let
glaze.
him finish, LBD.
You can't go in there and get like a glaze, a chocolate, a maple bar. They don't have that. There's just 6 donuts, or maybe more now. But when I went there, was only 6, and they're all crazy flavors. Nothing like, yeah. So,
Vince, I hate to break it to you, but you're not exactly the demographic they're looking for.
no, I'm just saying, like it's you go. I went in the donut shop trying to find donuts one morning, and I got them because that was all they had, and no one liked them.
Overpriced.
Yeah. Not exactly the demographic they were aiming for.
Well, I mean, no one in my house liked them, and
Yeah. Hey,
Again,
wasn't it like you had to spend like $150 or something to get one of those grab bag things?
they sold $150 grab bag, mystery bags. You had to buy the bag.
Oof.
What?
Yeah, like they had mystery bags for sale. If
That's
you
wild.
bought the Freddy, you could buy the $150 mystery bag.
No.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
No, absolutely not.
So you think if you just spent $150, you got the bag?
Yes, you got a bag.
Oh, I thought you had to buy them.
No, because people were pissed off because they got like that
That
Ichigo from the con.
Yeah, that
The-
Toy
the-
Tokyo one.
The actually it was the I think it was the Crunchyroll one.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
What
So
about the
what I'm
Crunchyroll?
saying, I think it was like you had to spend money to get, and you got one of the bags for every so much you spent. I think was what it was.
I thought they were for sale.
No.
What,
No.
Crunchyroll? No, Crunchyroll sold bags. They sold mystery bags.
At Funko?
Oh no, somebody said Crunchyroll. That's why I was confused.
Crunchyroll Pop.
Crunchyroll Pop, the Ichigo from Crunchyroll,
Oh, okay.
like the dark looking one.
Yeah.
I mean, there were some good protos in there. Like
There were some really good protos in there.
the white beard. There's 2 white beards actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Chainsaw Man protos were in there.
I
there were
see,
some really
I
cool
saw it the first day. I didn't know they were going to do it the second day, or I didn't know if there was a line, but I'm cool. And it was even raining. I'm cool on waiting in the rain.
Yeah, but some people were kind of pissed off too because they got their mystery bag, and obviously they're not going to give protos out to everybody, but it was just that, you can go buy that pop for $15 on Crunchyroll.
They're free bags, so you can't be mad at it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but people were going and buying a bunch of extra stuff to try to get that.
Well,
Well, that's on them.
That's all. Yeah, it's a risk.
You play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Yeah,
I know.
exactly.
How long you been around Funko? You should know by now.
Yep, that's exactly what I was going to say, Mitch.
A wise man said factual information once.
Yes, I say that all the time. Yes, I do.
I know we're working on the doll right now. You pull the string and goes factual information.
We're just trying to get that Tennessee accent very as close as we can.
Yeah, evidently.
Evidently.
Oh God, this is why I'm not rich, because I would actually seriously look up a Chinese manufacturer and go, I need a doll that has these dimensions and it says this exact thing when you push a button.
And in the special edition, it has Mike from Tall Man. Attached to
it. Holding a little buddy.
You can always just get a teddy bear that has the little recording voice box in it and put a freaking Tennessee hat on top of it.
Oh God, have y'all seen that? Have you seen
Build-A-Bear.
Have you seen that video where the guy's in the store and it's one of those little things you push the button and say something?
Yeah. Oh,
and then
it returns things.
Huh?
Well, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
The
cactus
it with music.
Yeah.
And he does like, oh.
Yeah.
With music behind it. Really loud. And it's glowing and lighting up. And
yeah, it's a little cactus thing. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
We were in a Toys R Us.
There's like a glowworm type thing.
Sorry? You both were talking at the same time. I didn't hear either one.
I said it was like a glowworm type thing.
I know the thing you're talking about.
It's the same concept, but I've seen that video. Yeah.
Yeah, we were in a Toys R Us, and there's a person here locally who's a bit of a unique soul, and they had a Yoda where you push it and it would say Yoda quotes, and so I asked, it's like we'll say the name's Jenny for the sake of discussion. What is Jenny's soul like? And you push the button and Yoda goes, hard to see the dark side it is.
Oh.
It's like,
that's great.
Okay. It's like, well, apparently Yoda knows you. We'll just keep going.
Yeah. Say it 3 times in a row.
Oh,
Same answer.
he goes,
oh
yeah. That's what he says.
Yeah. Don't. It's not appropriate, dude.
Here we go. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's funny.
God. Oh,
Well,
they just had
there's
a
not much
recall
in the
on
way of
some
new pop.
doll. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it
Which
was the
one, huh?
Wicked dolls. They accidentally put the
Yeah. Yeah.
wrong
The QR code was for.
website. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, ooh,
Yeah.
mommy, this is not. Oh God.
And now apparently those dolls are reselling now for like $100 just because of like a misprint.
Oh yeah,
we
Fox
know-
bought some of
Yeah.
them.
yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
yeah, we know somebody who's got a
Of
few.
course he did.
I mean, they were $30 to start with.
Yeah.
I mean, they were
Jeez.
$29.99 for those dolls.
Oh, I'm
Interesting.
not. I don't deny it. I just find it funny that a movie that's apparently done very well. Actually, it's almost got a perfect rating, but I don't
Yeah.
think the dolls prior to that mistake were going to be collector's items.
Yeah, it's the largest opening
They are now.
for a Broadway based, like a movie that was based on
Yeah.
a Broadway musical. It's the biggest opening ever.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Apparently they're
Yeah.
putting signs and they're having ushers standing there, tossing people out if they start singing, which I think is friggin'
Yeah,
hilarious.
there's a because the thing is they have a day for sing-alongs and stuff. Like
Oh yeah,
there's
no,
a
no,
there's a,
I get it, but could you imagine being an usher? You work an entire weekend shift. There's like maybe five. That movie plays 5 times in a shift, and you're having to stand there and go through each showing of it looking for people.
here here's the thing. I would treat it like a freaking before you take off. Okay, people, look at me over here. Okay, these are the
Yeah.
instructions. No singing. You want to sing? This is the showtime you need to go to on this day. And then after they announce, don't even put it on screen. Have an actual person make the damn announcement.
Yeah.
Popular. Popular.
Uh-huh. I just think it's funny that again some poor slub's got to stand there and watch Wicked all weekend, waiting just so they could push people out that or start singing.
Yeah. I will
I'm gonna
probably go
pull-
see the movie.
Date
Yeah.
night with Alpha Beard.
No, he doesn't want to go see it.
Okay, because I just think it'd be funny to see you two. So I'm gonna pull these up.
I'll probably go see Moana with the kid. Man, the
Moana.
insane like popcorn buckets that are out for Moana is ridiculous.
Yeah.
There's the necklace. There's the actual like wave that's
Wave.
like with all the characters around it. There's one with
Mhm.
just Moana on it. There's a taco tray that's the damn boat. I'm like, the
Yeah.
hell? It's insane. And there's like 7 different versions.
Yeah. I saw that.
So I'm gonna say this is a
yeah.
no for most people.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
It was almost a thing for Andrew.
Avril Lavigne.
What?
Yes.
It's a decent
Now you can
pop,
put-
but not for you.
Oh,
Now you compare that up with your Sum 41 pops.
Nope. That's complicated. All right. I'm just saying.
Terrifier.
Yeah.
She's holding the rat.
Why you gotta make things so
Yeah.
constipated?
Okay, there, Weird Al.
New line of bleach. Yay.
Yeah, I saw that.
And there's a glow chase to Grimjow.
Yeah, I saw
you
that.
Yay.
Go
I was like,
through. Okay. So we just like not looking at stuff if you've
no,
seen
don't
it.
worry. I was just gonna. No, there it is.
Okay, Sean.
Quiet old man.
Yeah. I like that they did a new mold of him. At least they didn't do just another Grimjow.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I gotta give them that at least because they've been really lazy
Yeah.
as of late.
Yes, I agree.
So what? The chase, his eyes glow, and his ears.
And his
And
hair glows.
I'll tell you, his
And-
outfit and his hair and all that stuff, a bunch of stuff glows.
Yeah.
Go back to the original one so you can see the difference. Go back to the other picture.
Well, there isn't
That-
there isn't,
no.
dude. See, that's it.
No,
Oh,
that's the regular and the glow in that
Yeah.
same picture up there.
But don't forget these are glam shots, so things are subject to change.
That's true.
Yeah. There's the new Thrill Joy, Buddy the Elf.
Does
Yeah, that
anyone
was dumb.
You know,
that?
That was dumb to
Well, why
happen.
didn't so many pops do that? Do people like that?
Yeah, it's one of the highest watched. Hold on, Sean doesn't like it because he doesn't like Will Ferrell. I don't have an opinion on the movie. I can watch it without it bothering me.
no,
Elf is
actually,
actually.
it's
You
not.
know what?
Thank you for
Am I done
speaking for me.
talking, sir?
Well, you were speaking for me.
I'm speaking for you because you always complain about the damn movie. That's why. If you don't want people to speak for you about something you said, don't say it.
All right, ladies.
That's what I was saying.
No, but seriously, it's a really popular movie. I would say it's probably the top 5 watched movie during the Christmas season.
Yeah, it shows the chase on the other slide too.
Yeah.
Nice.
What is that?
I guess that's the
Oh,
Papa
the
Elf
baby.
holding.
The baby.
Yeah.
Holding the baby.
At the end,
It's him at
I'm
the
actually
end,
looking
isn't
at. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So,
For some reason, it doesn't
the
even
most-
look
Bob
like.
Newhart in that movie.
well, guys, I actually have a list of the top 10 most popular Christmas movies. Apparently, It's a Wonderful Life is
Yeah.
number 1. Number 2 is
Christmas
Die Hard,
Wars.
Christmas
Shut
Carol,
up.
Home Alone, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer,
Yeah.
National Lampoon's
Yeah.
Vacation,
Yeah.
Christmas, obvious,
Okay.
Christmas Story, A Miracle on 34th Street, where Mitch played Santa once. Sorry, I had to open up the actual link. Elf is number 9, and Gremlins is number 10.
Yeah, that makes sense.
There's some really good movies on there.
I overshot it a little bit, but it didn't pass the top 10. That doesn't surprise me.
Was Planes, Trains, and
I'm
Automobiles
surprised-
on there?
Pardon?
That's the
Was
Thanksgiving
Planes,
movie.
Trains, and Automobiles on there?
I mean, it does go past 10. I mean, you got Bad Santa for 11, Edward Scissorhand for 12.
Oh, I didn't
I'll
know
just
if
keep-
it was
you know-
one of those. I didn't know. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I love Bad Santa. That's a great movie.
Yeah. Pretty good.
See, I'm more of a fan of Die Hard. That to me, that is a true Christmas movie.
I don't think I've ever watched Die Hard more than once when I saw it originally. I never think I went back and watched Die Hard. However, a Christmas Story, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, Miracle on 34th Street, and
Gremlins,
A Wonderful
I watch
Life.
every
I've seen
year.
that multiple times. So
I watch
Uh,
Scrooged with Bill Murray every year too.
Yeah, I was just gonna mention that. Scrooge is my favorite.
and
You get
Trading
it, Paul?
Places.
Yeah.
Oh, Trading Places.
Yeah.
I actually
Hang on, I'll
forgot
be
I
right
had seen
back.
that movie recently. It came up.
Alright.
It came up on TikTok, and I was like, "Oh, I haven't seen this movie." So I looked it up and I found it and I watched it. And went, "Oh my god, I have seen this!" Like I remember bits and pieces of it.
What's that?
Trading Places.
Oh no, never.
A rich guy trades lives with a bum.
Basically.
Oh, well. Yeah, there's a thing on Facebook today. It's like, what's your favorite Thanksgiving movie? And I was like, Son-in-Law. Like,
It's
is there any other better?
Andrew. You remember because they didn't tell you anything other than Trading Places with a Rich Person. It's an Eddie Murphy movie.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's got Dan Aykroyd in it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the two old guys who appear in like every part of every universe of Eddie Murphy apparently.
Yeah, basically these two rich guys make a contest stating that they could basically give money to a rich basically put one person in a position of power and take the power away from somebody else. And they do this bet and they say for the usual amount, and they're like, yes. Well, you don't know what the usual amount is until the end of the movie, and you find out it's $1. And the guy's like, "You screwed me. You ruined my."
It's not at the end of the movie. It's in the kind of like in the climax of it because they find out about it.
Climax. You find out it's for $1, and he's like, "You're screwing me over for $1. This is all about a bet for $1." He goes, "Well, it's not about the dollar. It's Da, da, da. So, hey, Johnny. So they
What's up, Johnny?
probably ruining a 40-year-old movie, but long story short, it's a good ending. Like the ending is.
They basically
That's
set
cool.
them up in the stock market because they were technically insider trading.
You know what's funny?
Mm.
Apparently, Eddie Murphy didn't know anything about stocks, so he literally spent all night memorizing his lines to say them perfectly because he had no idea what he was talking about and he didn't want to ad-lib it.
That's funny.
Yeah,
If you wanna
yeah,
be
I
a good
heard that
actor, you
too.
gotta do the work.
Jamie Lee Curtis was cast because she was willing to do a nude scene.
Oh, I do remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the nude part got you, didn't it?
No, I just remember the story about her being,
Mhm.
being
Prostitute.
sure.
She was a prostitute. That's what she
Yeah.
was.
So was
Yeah.
Julie Roberts, right?
Funny story. I know somebody who tried to say that their relationship was like Pretty Woman, and his girl was like, yes. And I leaned over and said, I hope to God she never watches that movie. He goes, why? I said, the movie's about a guy and a rich man and a prostitute and how eventually they fall in love with each other. And he's like, oh God.
Joke's on you.
Whoops.
That's what she used to do.
Oh, man.
Oh, cool. That's cool, Laura.
Nice.
But yeah, they that was I can't think of it's funny. Nothing comes to mind for Thanksgiving movies. Nothing.
I don't know. Like I said, Son-in-Law. There's a movie called Dutch. Apparently, that was
Yeah,
pretty
I
good.
remember
don't know, I've
Dutch.
never seen it.
Son-in-law, yeah, I guess that would qualify.
Oh,
I really can't think of
That's hilarious. I love it.
I can't think of anything, honestly.
I don't think I remember
I
that
guess
movie.
Son-in-Law, I like it because I guess it just reminds me of what we used to do as kids. Like, because I grew up in a farm.
Mm,
I
Was that
remember
Pauly
doing
Shore?
shit like that.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
Pauly Shore.
It was
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, it was like the tail end of his career before people started realizing that he only had one note.
Yeah.
Yeah, he came to one of the clubs that I worked at. Like came and hung out at just on our dance night. He was upstairs. We had him a VIP section up there.
Yeah.
Randomly come hung out. He was in town for something.
Yeah.
But
He's a good comedian. Apparently he does a good set like when he's doing stand up, but I don't know, maybe
yeah.
just because the way the 90s treated a lot of comedians, he got known for one thing and they just kept doing, they just kept putting him in that role. I mean,
Pounding
Jim
it into
Carrey
the
fell into
ground.
that for a bit. Pardon?
Mhm.
So it basically pounded into the ground so it didn't move anymore.
Yeah, well,
Tight
they did the
ass.
same thing to Jim Carrey in the 90s.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Threw him in
remember
several
watching
different
The
roles. That were all
Mask.
the same. Yeah.
I remember watching The Mask a lot as a kid.
Oh, God.
Yeah. I love that movie.
Shreddy's cereal had a thing where if you bought the cereal, you could get a free DVD, and The Mask was one of them. That's how much that movie got put out.
yeah.
I love that movie, man. And I'll be honest with you that I had a freaking thing for Cameron Diaz in that movie. That got me when I was young, man.
Yeah.
Hold me closer, Red.
And then I saw her in something else after that, and she looked completely different.
Yeah, you'll have that.
God, I remember Lucy Liu in Wayne's, not Lucy Liu, Tina Carrera in Wayne's World, and then
Oh
you
yeah.
find- and then-
Lord.
yeah, and then now you find out like years later, like right now, she's barely got enough money to make rent. Yeah, I
Camera
guess those
one,
residuals.
camera two, camera
Pardon?
one, camera two, camera. that scene in that where they're laying in bed, he's like camera one, camera two, camera one, camera two. It's like changing eyes.
I still like Dana Carvey's character Garth when he's like dressed all in the Adidas and he's like, people are just mindless sheep that follow fads, and that's just sad. And he's like sitting there with the Adidas clothes. And Wayne's like, sponsor or no sponsor, I bow to nobody. And he's holding up a pizza box, Pizza Hut box, and he's eating a slice.
Jeez.
That was a great movie.
Uh,
Game on, car.
You're not careful.
into the things at Talladega Nights. They were doing the end credit scenes after whatever's, and they're doing all the commercial spots.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the
If you
big
don't
red
shoot
one.
Big red,
That was
then
my favorite.
F you.
Yeah, that was my favorite. They did one for like some Chinese or Japanese brand
There's
food.
so many of them.
I'm still thinking Wayne's World. If you're careful, Wayne, you're going to lose me. I already lost you. I no longer have you. Are you mental? And I always thought that scene was funny. And then I got older, and then I had friends with relationships, and that exact same thing happened a few times. It's like, wow, it's not as funny now. It's kind of scary.
Lordy,
Yeah.
lordy.
Good one.
I
It
know I
sucks,
asked, but I
and
don't
it
think I got an
cuts.
answer. Did anybody buy anything on Amazon yet for the Black Friday? Because it's been really nothing. I
No.
mean, I had to buy some
Negative.
cables, but that was
Honestly,
it.
Amazon Black Friday isn't even as good as Amazon Prime Days.
Exactly.
No, it's not.
Yeah, Prime Days is better than Black Friday stuff. I mean, I didn't buy anything.
Well, last year I did pretty good. Last year, was it last year? I think last year is when I got my TV. I think.
I mean,
bought
you can
these.
find some
That's
pretty
it.
good deals.
So I was looking at things like before. I can't remember what it was, but I remember I looked at the price just to see how much different, and then it says it's a Black Friday deal, and it's the same exact price.
Yeah.
And it just
Yeah,
has
it happens a lot.
Yeah, that happens a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, there's some good deals out there, but for the most part, not really. Unless you're needing there's some pretty good deals for Black Friday on, even at like Best Buy and things like that, on if you're needing laptops or TVs. I mean, this is the time to get that sort of thing if you're trying to find deals on stuff, on that stuff.
Yeah,
I agree.
It's big item purchases. The little stuff's kind of meh.
Speaking of which, I saw a video where a guy had bought a big TV and the Amazon delivery guy left it on his front porch in the middle of a thunderstorm.
Oh my!
And the box is just falling apart. The guy's going, I left the garage door, like the side, the side door. He's like, I left the side door open. There's even a sign pointing to the door.
Yeah.
We were at Walmart the other day, and somebody came out with 6 TVs. I was like, big TVs, like 65-inch TVs. I was like,
Yeah. I mean, they're
what?
probably have a new house.
stealing them or bought them.
I mean, around
Fine.
here, you never know, to be honest.
Oh no! I thought you meant you seen people running out with TVs. Like that's a California.
No, like they had big carts. They had 3 of those side-by-side carts with.
We pay for things in other states other than California.
Well, it passed that we're gonna start making that crimes are illegal again in California. That passed.
Crimes are illegal again. Yeah,
I know, it's crazy.
Yeah, wow. It should have never been illegal.
Wait. So you're telling me? Hold on. You're telling me now there's consequences for my actions?
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Everybody's moving from California.
Yeah, and then they're making coffins for people now that you can rent.
Rent a coffin?
Well,
it's not coffins, but it's like little bunks, and they're like this big.
But
you can rent them for like a ton of money.
did you hear about that preacher in Mexico? I think he was in Mexico. He was selling plots in heaven.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, wow.
Dude,
Wow.
that scam's been done forever. I mean, there were guys selling you a star that you can be named after a star, and there is no official anything in any country where there's a registry of oh look, Mitch Hayes, he owns this star. There is no such registry in anywhere in the world. So, and there's been idiots going to these.
We get a certificate.
Well, no, but there's okay. So everyone's probably everyone here has probably seen these stupid psychic fairs that take place in your town, and people are selling crystals, whatever. That's fine. If that's your jam, that's your jam. But if you go to them, there's always one booth where it's like, how would you like to have a star with your name on it? And people pay like $50-$60, and they, like you said, you get a really cool looking certificate with an embossed stamp on it, and you hang it on your wall and you smile at it, and it's like, it's not even worth the frame it's in.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got
Andrew,
the
would you like a
same
star named
star.
after you?
No, I'm good.
Did you see?
Give me
was
a
it
day.
you that sent me that video of them, Vince, moving those planters that business owner had put out on the sidewalk?
Yeah.
God, dude.
The
And the city
cactus.
clerk moved them. He put planters, these huge planters, like
Okay.
wooden planters,
Cactuses in 'em.
like, with cactuses in them on the sidewalk because
Cacti.
all the homeless people were building tents and building a tent city in front of his business. So he
Yeah.
brought in these real nice but really big planters with big cactuses in them and set them like very close to each other in front of his business. So you could just basically walk down the sidewalk and that's it. And the city was
geez.
coming and tearing them down and taking them off.
Wow. I mean,
I don't know. Our city here thought it was a good idea to do these outdoor cafes, but the sidewalk isn't big enough. So you can rent the park. They're allowing restaurants to rent the parking spaces, so they could build like a little patio that goes out into the parking space. Now, here's my thought process on this. It's like, this is on a main street downtown Hamilton. The last thing I want to do is be sitting at a bar outside on a homemade patio where a car would normally park while traffic's going by me. Because I don't trust anybody that drives in the
Yeah.
city. I've seen enough crazy stuff to know that the only thing that's going to stop me is a little piece of 2x4. Yeah, I'm good.
nah.
Yeah.
I'll eat inside. There's less. I mean, the chances of a car being in a restaurant fairly high in this city, but at least it's not as not as high as my chances of getting run down trying to eat my lunch right beside the major road.
Did you guys see Umpty's post today about the car that drove off the top of the 7th-story parking ramp into the top of a convention center? It was, yeah.
Wow.
Like, how do you? And apparently, the top of those parking ramps has been closed for years. Like, why? What did you do to fly off into the convention center?
And
GPS told me to.
the
Yeah,
guide wires
Tesla.
the guide wires for telephone poles, right? That they put on because when they have a lot of pole in one direction. I have a picture of a car that is literally halfway up the side of the pole because it drove up the guide wire when it jumped off the road and got stuck there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got a cousin who did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so at this point, nothing surprises me when it comes to how people can get their cars into interesting places. There was a guy who 2 years back was speeding on the north end of town, jumped a curb, and got his car into the 2nd story of a 2-story house.
That is some die-hard stuff,
Yeah.
Fly your car into a helicopter type deal.
Well, when you think it's all in the movies, but you see it in real life.
Right.
Yeah.
Or the guy who rolled his car into a chain link fence, and when the car finally stopped, it looked like a sushi roll with this fence just wrapped around it like 3 or 4 times.
That's pretty impressive.
God. Oh, I can't believe this. In 1 month's time, it will be Christmas.
Oh.
Speaking of which, Vince, are you okay, buddy?
Mm-hmm. I'm trying
I just realized
What?
it's a month before Christmas, and your place doesn't look like Mariah Carey threw up. What happened?
I know.
I haven't gone down to grab my tree.
Yeah, I'm concerned about you, buddy.
You know what? Maybe we should do a wellness check.
Yeah, like 2 years ago, it took you almost 4 months to take your tree down.
Hey, Andrew, you can call it in. You're wearing red. You're wearing
I
red
got the
too.
day after Christmas, but I just have it up for 2 months.
Oh. He looks like Freddie Mercury in a red shirt.
There you go.
Hey, Royal
The
City,
last
how you
one
doing,
looked like
buddy?
Red Durst. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Cracked out.
Keep on rolling.
Cracked
Oh.
out. Yeah.
God, good times. No, I just realized that now. We're like
Statues of
talking to him, and
Liberty.
I'm going, where's the Christmas tree? Where's the lights? Where's the guard? I mean,
Where's
What?
your Christmas tree?
where's my
In the
Christmas tree?
Yeah,
forest.
Actually,
you
it's 2
have an
blocks that
ornament.
direction in the park.
Because you did get a Christmas one.
You know, Mitch, with that white beard and hat.
Oh! You'll shoot your eye out, kid.
I'm wearing a Santa hat, Andrew.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And with his white beard, I mean, he could make some money on the side at any mall.
Well, there you go.
Considering the mall I be working in is actually putting up Christmas stuff because they got denied to build more condos. I'll let them know you're available, Mitch.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
I just
I
wonder
think
how
the
much Santas
price
make.
of travels around here they make pretty good money. To be completely
really?
honest with you. Well, here
used to be-
you sit in a chair all day and let kids that have pissed themselves and
Yeah,
cried
that's
all
it.
day. It's kind of a traumatizing job.
Wow, Andrew, you really know how to
PTSD.
sell the job there, man. You should
Should be a recruiter. You should be
Yeah.
a recruiter.
Yeah, no.
You want to be all you can
Can you
be?
do this?
You want children? You want to be around children that cry and scream and crap themselves? Come to the Santa Corps.
This is the,
And parents,
this is the
and
job
parents
for
who don't know
you.
what to do. I got the job for you.
God, it's horrible.
There used to be a guy that used to live downtown Hamilton here, and he used to play the Santa in one of the malls around here, and the guy looked like Santa 365 days a year. Like he kept the beard and everything. Had the look.
There's a guy. Yeah, there's a guy here that he's called Mr. Santa. He does all the parades. He does a lot of different Santa events, and he's got a Lincoln, an old Lincoln, like 70s Lincoln that has fiberglass work to it, so it looks like a sleigh, and he takes it in the parade and stuff. It's pretty cool. I won't lie, but yeah,
Really
yeah,
leans into
he's
it.
really. Oh yeah, he does. But he's getting old. I don't know how much longer Mr. Santa's gonna live. Sorry,
Yeah.
kids.
Well, this guy. I mean, he was around when I was in my 20s, and he was pushing 70. So I'm willing to bet he's he's in the big sled in the sky.
Well, and on that note,
I wonder if he bought a plot from that guy in Mexico.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thanks for coming out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, next week we'll be selling. If you want your name on a star, give me a call. $45. I'll even include a frame. Things people will pay for, I suppose.
Well,
Well, I say we wrap her up a little early because I'm kind of hungry.
it's 9:00.
Do you know where your
Yeah.
children are?
Right. Exactly.
Yes, in his bedroom eating
You-
pork chops.
lying in the bedroom going to sleep.
I gotta go start the barbecue.
Oh, okay. Wait. Is that the one by the pool? Is that the one by the hot tub? Or is that the one on the other side of the property?
There's no hot tub, and I'm gonna use the charcoal barbecue. The gas barbecue doesn't work anymore since the landslide.
Oh, you poor thing.
Go
Anyways,
old school on
I'm
it.
gonna
Good Lord.
If
You
you'd
know,
like to help,
the
if you would like to
Hollywood
help
problem.
Vince, if you'd like to help Vince, we're starting a GoFundMe.
Hey, we can't play an Eyes of an Angel, right? No.
Yeah,
We-
for just 35 cents or the price of
Man.
a cup of coffee.
All
you
right,
could
guys.
help.
We're going to wrap it up tonight. Thanks everybody for coming out tonight to the Funko
Oh,
Illuminati.
quiet. quiet,
Thanks,
old man.
Royal City, Laura.
Oh, wow. He just went really quiet all of a sudden. That's weird. I don't know how that happened.
Must be
And everybody-
Tennessee internet.
And it's weird. It just happened again. Now he's muting himself. I didn't even have to do it that time.
I know.
Anyways, guys, yeah, we're gonna wrap it up. I want to say thank you for everybody that came out. We'll be back next Monday. Thank you, Vince, Quickdraw, Andrew, LBD, and Mitch. We will be back. In the meantime, take care, and we'll see you on the next one.
Later.
We're gonna
Adios.
wrap it up. Bye.